Time now is 5:43 on your Monday morning, and if you thought you would get a relief from those summer-like temperatures into this new work week, you thought wrong, unfortunately. We are sticking in the 90s all throughout this work week and starting off with those lower 90s if you're in Central Texas, but if you're in the Brazos Valley, look at that, you'll be in the upper 90s. Everybody's going to need the sunscreen and water bottles as we go on throughout the work week. Heat index value is going to be a big factor today and tomorrow. Get a little bit of a break by the time we get into the middle of your week, but if you didn't have a chance to sit poolside this weekend, you certainly will get some at some point this week. Even as we head into the next weekend, we'll continue to see the 90s. But first things first, is already starting off on the warmer side. We're seeing that cloud coverage that is keeping us a little bit toasty as you head out the door this morning. Here's your live look over downtown Temple right now. Look at those dew point values in the 70s as we have some of that southern moisture moving in, making it for not only a hot start to your Monday, but also a humid one. As we take a look over radar, not seeing a raindrop in the sky, and we will probably stay on the drier side here for the next several days. Not good news for that drought situation. We get that new drought monitor coming later in the week, but these hot temperatures certainly aren't going to help us out at all. As I mentioned, that southerly moisture moving in, giving us some of that Gulf moisture, which is why it is feeling quite humid as you head out the door today. We won't get a break from any of that humidity. We'll continue to have those southern flow gusting as high as 25 miles per hour throughout the day. So be prepared for it to be breezy, be prepared for it to be humid, and it is going to be hot as we get into the afternoon. Hot is probably going to be the word of the day today. 93 degrees, what we're going to see this afternoon, but those heat index values, because of the humidity, it's going to feel much more like we're closer to the triple digits. Now we're going to get into this pattern where we'll have those sunny afternoons, then the cloud coverage starts to build back in by the time you head to bed, and that's going to keep our temperatures on the warmer side. So notice, even as you head to bed, we're going to be in the 80s, and we don't drop it back into the 70s until we get into the overnight hours. So not only are our highs unseasonable, but also those low temperatures still above average for what we see this time of the year. In Brazos Valley, it's the same story for you. Going to start off on a cloudy side, plenty of sunshine by the time we get into the afternoon. I mean, look at that. We break 90 by the time you get into your lunch hour, so may want to elect to keep the lunch in the office with that air conditioning. By the time you start to head home, definitely going to want to use that auto start, turn on that AC, going to be in those upper 90s. And then even as you head to bed tonight, look at that, still in the 80s. So yesterday we didn't break that record. We thought we could break it for your Mother's Day, and it doesn't look like we're going to break that record for May 9th on 2011. 97 degrees. That heat index value is still going to make it feel above that, so make sure to find ways to stay cool and keep hydrated.